accounting. So when we say it is a language of business, so all the things which are happening in the business are communicated through this accounting branch. So what we are basically referring to, with whom you are communicating. So there are different users of accounting information, we call them as. So all these people are going to refer to the outcome of this branch of accounting, that is the financial statements. So who all are the users? You can see creditors, suppliers who are supplying raw materials on credit basis. They may be interested in checking out as to how the company is performing. Why they are so much interested in checking out the company's performance is because they have supplied raw material on credit basis, and they are interested to check how the company is functioning. If the company is suffering losses, then they may be worried as to how they are going to recover the money which is receivable from all these customers, right? So that is the reason why suppliers are interested to check how the company is functioning. Okay. So apart from that, debtors, customers are going to rely on the company for the products and services. If company is not running profitably, then they can think about products and services from some other seller, so that they'll come to know what are other options that they have to think of. General public, like people like you and me, all may be interested in checking out how the company is functioning, so that in future, if you require any help, okay, with respect to investment, with respect to supplying material to this. Now, general public, people like you and me, maybe prospective suppliers, maybe prospective customers, maybe some or the other we associated with the company in future. For that reason, even if I want to become an employee of that organization, I'll check out how the company is performing. I don't want to be a part of a sinking boat, right? So if I want to work in the company, I will check that if the company is growing properly, if the company is having good growth prospects, then only I'll join that company. So you can see general public is also interested to check how the company is functioning, so that in future they may have some or the other kind of a relationship with this particular company. So bank and financial institutions may be referring to these statements for the purpose of checking out how the company's financial condition is, for sanctioning the loan, or even it may have happened that all these banks and institutions have given loan to the company, and they are thinking about the chances of recovery from this company. So regulatory authorities for checking out the compliance, if you are completing the formalities and going as per the laws or not. For that reason, they may also check out the statements which you have prepared. Government for tax collection and the procedural formalities may also rely and check the statements. Management is interested in checking out the, what we say, strengths and weaknesses of the company, so that they can think about how that can be improved in future. Employees, since they are building their career with the company, they are interested to check if the company is performing well. Then in that case, they will be with that company for long. Otherwise, they will not join that company which is going to be which is not having any growth prospects. So investors and shareholders, we are talking about when all these people are going to means they have already contributed towards the company's capital. So what they have done, they have bought the company's shares. Now they have become shareholders, since they have paid towards the capital of the company. Now they are checking out how much returns that they may get, how much how is the profitability of the company in future, what all returns that they may get. Okay. Or if they need to withdraw their investment and can invest in some other company. For that reason also, they are going to check the financial performance of a company. So apart from that, there are so many business analysts who may be giving some advisory or consulting services to different companies with respect to investment. They also are going to refer to these statements, which are the outcome of your financial accounting. Now we are going to see in detail as to the accounts effects and what all things are involved when we talk about financial accounting. So when we say account, okay, account means nothing but a record Now, record may be relating to a person, it may be relating to the institution. You can easily see this two belongs to the personal account, person or an institution. Then apart from that, account may be a record of a property or the thing, we can say asset and all that. So this, we are talking about the real account. It may also be that record may be also associated with an expense, loss, gain, or any profit. So we are talking about nominal account here. So you can understand this particular definition of an account covers your three types of accounts. A person and institution is a personal account. Property or anything or an asset, we say, that is the real account. Expense, loss, gain, so profit and all that, we are talking about the nominal account. So account is nothing but a summarized record of any of this thing, right? So it is the record, when we say account, it is the record with the debit and credit effect. So next you can see how we give this two effects, because we are following double entry bookkeeping system. Each and every transaction has twofold effect. So double effect, that is one debit effect, one credit effect. So we are taking into consideration those two effects, and then we are trying to go with this. So that is the reason why we follow double entry bookkeeping system, where we are making use of a debit and credit effect to record the transactions. So when we create the account is in T shape, okay? And the left hand side of the account is called as the debit side, whereas right hand side is called as the, left hand side is called as debit side and right hand side is called as credit side. We'll see when we start with the accounts. Now, double entry bookkeeping system, when we say one thing, that benefit may be either received, that is the debit effect, or benefit may be given, that is the credit effect we are talking about. So we have seen difference between bookkeeping and accounting. So we'll just go ahead with what we have seen. Bookkeeping is nothing but recording the transaction in books. So nothing but the creation of records that we are referring to when we are talking about bookkeeping. So a person who is not having accounting knowledge also, he can also do this bookkeeping part, because the records are very easy to create and maintain. So it can be done by anyone. So it does not require any accounting knowledge. So bookkeeping doesn't require accounting knowledge. So it is very basic or primary step, creating the records. That's it. What are the advantages of creating such records? So advantages are that you are trying to come up with some scientific or systematic records. It is also going to help you in preparation of a trial balance and creation of different accounts. Apart from that, you can easily identify and correct the errors if any. Okay, then it also helps you in creation of profit and loss account, and it also helps you establish the control. Okay, so at the beginning only you can identify if there are any chances of fraud by identifying the detailed entries of the transaction. So disadvantages is it may happen. Now, if one of the entry you have missed, you haven't recorded in your books of accounts, what will happen? You will not be having debit effect that much, and same way you will not be having credit effect of that much amount. So you can see you will not be able to identify, even if you forget to record one of the entries, you will not be able to identify, because what we do with one entry, we give debit effect and credit effect of the equal amount. So if I miss one entry, then what will happen? 10,000, suppose the entry is 10,000 ka debit effect plus 10,000 ka credit effect. I haven't recorded. So that cannot be identified, since baki ke transactions are going to match. So omission of the entry may not be identified correctly or easily. Same way, if you enter the wrong amount, suppose transaction is of 1 lakh and by mistake you record only 10,000. So you are recording 10,000 debit, 10,000 credit. So your accounts are going to match. If you fail to identify the amount of transaction correctly, that cannot be identified with the bookkeeping. That is what we say. So sometimes it may happen that you have recorded the transaction in a bit different account than the actual account where you need to record it. then also you cannot identify it clearly with the help of bookkeeping, we are saying. So what is the difference in bookkeeping? Normally this comes for a short note. What is the difference in bookkeeping and accounting? So the objective is quite different. The bookkeeping objective is just to create the records, whereas accounting objective is to create the statements and interpret the effects of those financial statements. Okay. So what is going to happen because of all these transactions which you have carried out in a year? That is the purpose of accounting. When we talk about bookkeeping, we are having very limited scope, just recording of transaction, nothing else. But when we talk about accounting, we are not only recording the transaction, but we are summarizing them, summarizing and trying to interpret and evaluate the effect of all these transactions on business presently and in future also, right? So level of work, who does this work of bookkeeping? So clerical staff or anyone can do it, whereas accounting, it involves some amount of an advanced work it is. So accountants are required for doing accounting part. So you can see this is a basic work, whereas this is an advanced work. Here we talk about the subsidiary books, journal creations, ledger creations. Actually, even journal creation and cash book maintenance of records also requires the accountants. But basic things that at least can be recorded as to what all accounts are involved, right? So for accounting, we are talking about the ledger advanced, means ledger creation, I mean. So ledger creation, preparation of a trial balance, and from this trial balance, when you are creating financial statements, that is what we are talking about when we talk about the accounting part. So what is the sequence if you see? So this is the first step and this is the next step. So whatever information that you get, that is processed here, and the end result, that is the financial statements, are created. So what is the major aim? You can see here only the record creation, whereas here you are trying to find out the financial condition of a company, and that is how the accounting is a bit different than the bookkeeping. But without bookkeeping, you cannot do accounting, because bookkeeping gives the basic records that are required for carrying out the accounting part. Hope this difference is clear.